The last step is to actually turn off any instance that you're not using. So I'm going to charge you for as long as you use resources. Now these charges might appear to be small. They are, typically just a few cents per hour, but make no mistake about it, they add up very, very quickly to, in some cases, a couple of bucks per day. So if you leave instances running, you can, exhaust your credit very, 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 very quickly. So stopping instances is rather simple. You just go to the console. You go back to, again, if you were somewhere else, in EC2, you choose services and EC2, and then you click on running instances, and you'll see the instances that you have. Now you have two options. You choose an instance, and then you click on actions. You can go to instance state, and you can do two things. You can either stop the instance. What this will do is the equivalent of hibernating a laptop. It will basically just store all its state in disk, and you can then restart it later on. The benefit that has is that anything changes that you've made to the instance, disk, are then preserved. It's basically just the equivalent of taking a physical machine and shutting it down. So that's what stop does. On the other hand, if you have no more use for this machine and you don't care about any local changes you may have done, you may actually terminate the instance. This, in effect, will erase all data. So that's the equivalent of, basically taking a physical machine and throwing it away, to the trash. Once you terminate an instance, any state that was in that instance is not recoverable anymore. Now, both stopped and terminated instances don't incur any cost. Stop instances do incur storage cost, but the storage costs are basically orders of magnitude smaller than the costs of actually running an instance. So if you think that you're gonna, want to use this instance in the future, then just stop it. Otherwise, just terminate it. So in my case, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna terminate the instance, a stop instance. Once it becomes stopped, to restart it, what you do is you just select the instance and click start. Right. So I'll terminate my instance. It will tell you that anything that you have will be deleted, and well, if you're okay with that, click terminate. Otherwise, don't. You'll see that it's shutting down, and eventually it will disappear. Um, it actually stays on the screen for a little while, but eventually you'll see that at some point you log in, and the instance would be